your name on a fishing pond. What was that like?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't even know there was one here, so they've been doing a good job of hiding that one, and had to go check it out sometime.
What you think? Go ahead.
Yeah, thoughts on the track?
I don't know. I think the track's fine. Just had a moment qualifying in the first go around, and then crazy how much worse the tires were after one run. So we're buried, and it's going to be a tough day tomorrow.
How do you view like the turn 6? Maybe you're kind of going uphill into your braking zone.
Yeah, there's not much view.
Okay.
Just kind of looking at nothing for a minute there. So definitely a little bit tricky.
It looks like the chicane on the front stretch is a little rough and bumpy with the turtles there and stuff. How's that running over that?
Feels like you get a concussion every lap basically if you hit them. So yeah, not much fun.
Is there actually a chance that you guys could go airborne? There were some thoughts on that based on sim work.
I would say if you hit them, you are airborne. At least 2 tires.
But it's like turn 5, like the long straightaway.
No, I don't think we're getting airborne. I think tires are kind of skipping off the track a bit, but I wouldn't say all 4 are off the ground at the same time. But it's pretty sketchy.
Are you gonna be able to? Is it how blind of a corner is it going to be? Especially with you, you're gonna be in traffic.
Yeah, it's blind, but I mean, I guess it's probably easier when you're following someone. As long as they don't drive off the cliff and you follow them. Which we've seen here in turn 1 before on a restart. Yeah, I guess it'd probably be a little easier following somebody, but it's different, but it's still the same old quirky, weird ROVAL, where the infield's really slick and the turtles are huge and same challenges as always here.
Is turn 7 more of a challenge, or?
No, it's actually I feel like it's easier now than it was, but I'm slow, so I think there's going to be more pileups in 7 than there used to be in that area of the track for sure. So a couple more zones where things are going to get crazy.
You said you felt like there was a concussion possibility every lap. You don't say that lightly, do you?
It just hurts when you hit those turtles and car bottoms out when he lands. It's just it's pretty crazy. So
Do you think
try not
now?
to hit him, I guess. Some guys are hitting him a little bit and still going fast. I don't know if it's something we're doing, but if I touch him at all, it's brutal. So missing something there.
And it doesn't worry you, or it does long term?
Yeah, it's my last time running here, so I'll be all right for a day.
Yeah.
Among the tracks that you're going to not be coming back to anymore, where does this kind of rank among these kind of ways? The role particularly.
I'm very happy I've never racing here again. It has not been good to me at all. I don't like it. I've not been good here. Aside from almost winning that first year, it's been a struggle. So, it's just for whatever reason, I haven't been able to get my arms around this place.
The 4 races, Martin, you'll have to end the season. You've had success on each of those racetracks. Are you looking forward to kind of some normalcy to end the year and try to get that last win?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely excited about Homestead and Vegas, Phoenix. They're all great tracks. Martinsville even. So. Yeah, 4 really good places. Hopefully we just get through here with something to show for it. Honestly, we were not bad in practice, and I just totally screwed up my first run of qualifying, and then that second time out, the tires just felt terrible. I felt like I was in race trim, so I just hated for my guys. I screwed that up. Thought we could have been somewhere, maybe 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere in there. But it's going to be a battle tomorrow, but hopefully we can get some track position. We don't need stage points. A lot of guys will be going for that. That should get us some track position, and then I'd like to get out of here with just a good day and some decent points, and then go race hard the next 4 and hope for a win.
Are you noticing any change with fan reaction now as we get to these final races, or team or tracks, just how you're being treated or interacted with?
I guess a lot more congratulations, and a lot more enjoy retirement, things like that. Thanks for the memories or whatever. So it's been cool, but yeah, I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing and do a good job. And today I just totally screwed that up. So we worked hard this week, and just disappointed right now. So hopefully tomorrow goes better.
Tony Stewart's practically walking out of the door with you. We'll probably not see him or you once you're done with your races too. What has Tony meant to the sport and your time with him racing together?
Well, he one year said that, why don't they just put a jump out here, and we just about have it here. So if Tony's seeing this at all, you got what you asked for about 5-6 years ago. But Yeah, I mean, honestly, just such a personality, obviously, and, you know, multi-time champion and a guy that was just a fierce competitor. So I think, you know, nobody out here has forgotten about him, and been fun watching him drag race a little bit.
Any fun, like, personal Tony Stewart story that you can share with us?
Nothing too crazy, you know, just funny watching him get mad at people over the years and come yell at you for no reason. It was always fun, but, you know, he carried a lot, and he demanded a lot of respect, and I thought that was something that made him who he was. It was cool.
As far as Homestead,
The race might be a different story, but I mean, by ourselves, it's really not that bad at all. So I think I was pleasantly surprised on that side of it. It's very tricky. I think, for me at least, I don't have much rear grip, so I'm really loose through, you know, 5 over the hill of 6, which is crazy. My first time through there, I saw your picture actually, Bob, and I was like, man, that's super elevated, and you can't see what's on the other side. So, but yeah, overall the course is good.
Are you guys pitching gear at all?
No, I don't think so. I think obviously the car gets light, but I don't think it's physically coming off the ground.
So how's that different from like Sonoma? What is it? Is it 2? Is it the right-hander? Isn't that kind of a blind turn?
Yeah, I feel like that one's kind of the same and different, right? Like here, you're going really fast. I feel like maybe just because you're going so narrow, you're probably going around the same speed, but just as you crest that hill, you're kind of still turning, and that's more of like eyeing up the exit, right? Because you use up all that curb at Sonoma, where here it's more so of like getting your braking done, and also like not locking up the rear tires because it's all super light. And to me, it definitely feels a little bit faster here.
Did you get into the turtles and the Frontstretch chicane a lot? Because Martin came in and said that it felt like a concussion every lap.
Yeah, I definitely hit him. My car, like, I don't feel like hitting him is that bad, but my car lands very rough. So obviously that's what the teams do, right? You got to maximize your heights and everything, and that's something we've talked about a lot, right? At all these road courses, all these tracks in general. So yeah, it doesn't land softly, but at the same time, right, as drivers, we're trying to make the fastest line through there.
You guys laid out strategy or anything yet for them?
We haven't. Obviously here there's a big difference in, right, stage points versus like race finish. So with us, it's kind of just going to be about maximizing like our total day, right? Like obviously we're not in the playoffs, but we're still in a, you know, want to get as many points as we can, right? Obviously we're close-ish to that 25th, so we'd like to stay ahead of that, and I think that's my approach at least, right? If you can get stage points or a decent amount of them, you should probably go for that. If not, race finishes obviously important also.
What do you think of the changes, especially kind of turn 5 or turn 6 and 7?
I mean, it's fine. We'll see tomorrow how it goes. I think by yourself, it's fine. I mean, yeah, no negatives to it. No positives to it yet either. So we'll see tomorrow.
Well, do you think does it favor guys like you who are theoretically good on road courses, or does it not favor those who maybe aren't as adept at road courses?
I don't know. It's not really a real road course, so I don't think it favors road course versus not. It's kind of its own unique. You know, it's its own unique. I don't even know what we could call it. Let's just call it the ROVAL. It's unique, so.
The turtles coming into the Frontstretch chicane, a lot of guys have been getting air for that. Truex said it feels like a concussion every time you hit it. What's your experience hitting that so far?
Yeah, it's rough, but you have to do it. I mean, you don't have a choice. I mean, you could go around them. It's just slow. So, I mean, and that was the fear with it, is you make it tighter and you add more turtles, we're still going to hit it. We're just going to hit it harder and break more stuff.
Is it much different than the Glen that they ended up changing?
Yeah, it's a different feel than the Glen, you know, because the Glen, the kind of jolt that you had there last year was just because so much speed that you carry in and you kind of drop off in and hit the curb. These are slow speed, but they're just tall, big curbs, you know.
The Glen also, I think you hit 2 curbs pretty quickly back to back, right?
Yeah.
Like you hit the one.
And you're just carrying so much velocity going in there that it's a different sensation. You know, the curbs here, you're going in those chicanes in their first gear corners, so they're not super fast, but you still feel like you're hitting a rock.
So Martin Truex Jr. said it felt like a concussion every single lap. It felt like I said, does that concern you? And he said, well, I'm done at the end of this year.
No, it doesn't.
Is it that hard, or you know, can you define it? It might be different for everyone. I don't know.
I mean, you definitely feel it. It's not smooth, but I don't feel like it feels like a concussion. But we have our mouthpiece data, so I'm sure we'll look at that and see what it looks like.
Just real quick too, we got 5 races left. You're leaving Front Row at the end of the year. Just real quick, reflect on your time there, what it's meant to your career up to this point, and how you've grown as a driver. Being with Front Row.
It's been amazing. I mean, we went from a team and myself as a driver, kind of running 30s all.
This is Custom Patch Hats. But what makes us custom? Well, that actually begins with you. We're just bringing your unique vision to life. No knockoffs, no lookalikes. Your design is one of a kind. We know hats, we know design, and we know quality. The proof? It's in our production. Hand-stitched with precision and care, with brands you know and trust. A one-of-a-kind patch deserves a one-of-a-kind treatment, all the way to your doorstep. It's how we keep it custom.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.